they all got drunk, and I thought, wow, that must have been quite a party. And then they said, no, I don't mean people got drunk. I mean all the bottles got drunk. And I thought, oh, I guess I misunderstood. But then I realized, well, maybe he really meant that it was quite a party, but didn't realize he meant that. And that got me thinking, well, what does meaning mean? And I mean, how do I know what you mean? And how do you know what I mean? And how do we all know what each other means? And maybe what we all mean is, in the end, maybe
really just another piece of me.
Well, recently I had one of those dreams where you're on a plane and then it all goes wrong and you know you're going to crash, and then right before you crash you wake up, except I didn't wake up and we all crashed and I died, and I was in this place that was all warm and brown and yellow and buttery, and then I woke up thinking, wait a minute, you're not supposed to die in your dreams. So I did a little bit of checking and I found out, sure enough, yep, there's some people who die in their dreams. And I got to thinking, well, what if my dream came true? What if this is me dead? Or what if being dead
is just another piece of me?
Well, I know I'm a lucky man because I raised 3 daughters, or I guess maybe in a way they raised me. I don't know. I get to thinking about things like that sometimes. But it's really like, you know, one of those days I just sort of opened the door to the world and I said, ready or not, here they come. And I was really hoping that the world was ready for them, or maybe they were ready for the world. But I don't know. It all applies to me. And when I think about all the things that they've taught me and the things they've become, I realize as I think about all that in the end,
it's all another piece of me.
Well, Mr. Zimmerman once said about Mr. Dylan that somebody had to be Bob Dylan, and if it wasn't him, it was going to be somebody else. And that got me thinking about roles and myself, and is there some role in life that maybe only I can play, and if I don't do it, somebody else is going to step into it? One of his early reviewers once said he was really just aiming at notes, but they were good notes. And I guess, you know what? If I'm going to aim at notes and miss them, I really hope they're going to be good notes. And
someday each note's gonna be a piece of me.
well, I don't believe in talking snakes, but I do believe in the great dragon, and sometimes it feels like its scaly self has wrapped itself all around my soul. And sometimes at night when I'm watching television, I feel like there's this cold tongue tickling at my ear, and I can feel a breath like it's coming from somewhere deep down underground, and I see breath in front of me as if I'm breathing in some kind of cold, dark cave, and I wonder if all that evil and darkness and all that stuff that represents is
just another piece of me.
Well, there's Dust Bowls, and there's World War II, and there's people standing lonely on the street corners, and then there's people like Gandhi or Mother Teresa or Jesus, and people giving lives for one another. And there's this dream of a lion laying down with a lamb, and I think, man, inside of me, is there a lion laying down with a lamb? And someday in the world, will it really be true that this dream of a lion laying down with a lamb will all come true? And I just hope that all these things I dream about
someday become pieces of me.